Alright, so another video, y'all about to drop some. Let's get right into it. It's a Saturday, right? Here we are on a Saturday, right? Now, there's a lot of practices that ought to be followed on a Saturday, being that it's a Sabbath day. But respectfully, before the word Sabbath came into place, what was it? Because before the Jewish people, you had the originals. And don't get it misconstrued with the word aboriginal. It doesn't relate to what I'm saying here in regards of the first people who are actually indigenous. You want to get more factual and thorough? Heirlooms could be, put with that word indigenous to describe the originals. All right. So we got, don't partake in this, don't partake in that. And I've come to understand that, and understand that it has been put into place to see how we follow rules, law and order, statutes and commandments, right? Follow me. Because to whom the Holy Spirit abideth within receives power and dominion to give word, to see who will follow suit so they can receive their spiritual gifts and endowments. But we got to put things into perspective and let the record reflect. Because for one, being that African descendants of slaves were the most compliant, forcefully, by what has been taking place through brutal slavery here in this country particularly, and that which have taken place through colonialism in historical times, people have been beat and traumatized into becoming docile, into becoming a different degree of a slave. Puppets. In other words that we could associate with it, if we look to contextualize it, but it's all the same thing. It is a practice that's still being, it is a practice that is still as essential today. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Now there gotta be something better than the hood, yes indeed. But I've been to some places of affluency. I've been to some places that is doing far better than the ghetto hoods. And I'm talking about neighborhoods where you see 15-foot doors, big arched windows and doorways, thresholds, swimming pools in the back, all that. And I've picked up and also seen queer behavior, wickedness. See, when you got that eye, you can see it, you can diagnose it, you can point it out like this. I've listened to the stories of those who are in the Hollywood world, those who are out there living in them rich areas, and they're going through it too. So what is this thing all about? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep saying it. How can the most melanated be living so degenerated? Is it really a matter of knowledge? Is it really a matter of education? In part, yes, it is, most definitely, because knowledge is power. But start asking yourself some serious questions and start to think critically. You have to see that there is a wicked grimlock upon the hoods. Because who continue to benefit from our labor? Whether good labor or bad labor. Who benefits? I don't deal heavily with religion. I like to deal with science. Well, we can tap in and reference religion or reference any book when we look to make a point. A lot of us are still being held captive because we don't know better and we're not rising up like we're supposed to and making some real big necessary sacrifices. Trust what I'm saying. Because for my ADOS family, for as much as we have endured, because ain't nobody endured like the Africans, respectfully. Nobody. So when we like to phrase the scripture, oh, the race is not to the swift, but those who endured more than us, and who were the firstborn. So what is it that we're missing? Genetically, we have what it takes to be brilliant because it's within us. The hair still stands, which means there's electricity still in the body. Because this is a reputation of it. This right here, this hair, it don't just fall to the ground. It has life. There's an electromagnetic field that this hair, an extension of the nervous system, and it is an extension. Just that a lot of you women got all crazy and cosmetic. Y'all bought other extensions to put in your hair. Hint, hint. That falls down. Instead of rocking your natural electric hair. When the Bible talks about, you know, he who is greater in me, it's talking about that which is greater in you, which is of our makeup, not just some googly spirit. Because that spirit of the holy and righteous can incarnate within you. But you have to reach a certain point. Get that body into homeostasis level. But not only that, you have to be here at the heart. You have to be clean hearted. Because as I said in the video before, I see a lot of brothers and sisters out here that's healthy, looking good, but they flamed out. And they have been heavily compromised with that spirit. Some people refer to it as being chipped because they're being used. You hear what I'm saying? I've seen it. You got a question like, yo, how can I see brothers big, brolic? You know what I'm saying? Looking like taking good care of themselves. They may be having good, they got a good income. So how come they ain't making moves? How come they not being movers and shakers for their people and that of the world, wherever they reside? Especially my African people, including myself. You feel where I'm coming from? We being used, y'all. We being played by our envious and braggadocious European family. Let me tell you something. One time I went to the store, and this wasn't the only incident. Because as I've said before, white people are agitators. they are given that job because the spirit controls them. And it's not a matter of them being just all evil or whatever, because they could be whatever the fuck they want to be. But I know they not greater than who we are because what? First of all, we gave birth to them. So that goes to show our power, that we could bring hell or heaven on earth. Like no other people can, African people. You hear me? We gave birth to them, and they are a representation of what? Genetic traits show as mother like daughter, like father like son. So what? How long, y'all? Let me continue with this story. I went into a deli store once. Homegirl walked in, white chick, looked Jewish. Walked in with an Indian sister, young sister. Cause this is how they do. They leech onto us and then find their way of playing games. Right? So they could keep motherfuckers docile and in tune and compliant with their ways. I'm not joking when I talk, man. So I'm in there doing my thing. Mind you, there's always something trying to tell you don't eat this or don't smoke this or da 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 da. All right, I'm in this spot. I already said in my mind that coming out of plant-based and vegan life, I said I'm gonna get back. Let me deal with some animal byproduct like cheese and dairy here and there. And as I've been doing so, I've been having a lot of there's a lot of instances where I went places to purchase these food items and had people heckling, especially the white people. So the white sister gonna say, now mind you, it's me, those two girls, and the store clerks. What made that white girl say within that instant? What made her say that he better be not compliant, obey? Which is what they got on a lot of t-shirts and hats, obey. She muddled it, but I heard her. Oh, he better obey that thing. Now I could have turned around and been like, obey what? What you talking about? But I'm not that belligerent type. I'm not that ignorant type, and that's what they want to see. They want to see your ass either get crazy, belligerent, and ignorant, so they can put you through that cycle. They can recycle your ass, get you fingerprinted, this, that, and the third. If y'all take what y'all taking this lightly, you're done for. With all due respect. And this is why I walk around and get upset, because I start to question, like, where's the real love? But let me continue talking. So I turned around and I looked at her like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Gave her a quick look because I'm at the cashier paying out on what I got. I just looked at her and just kept it moving. Because that's not the only time I heard something like that. In addition to a lot of people rocking all this shit on their clothes, and they are masters of time. They're very crafty, because when you go certain places, you start to see certain things that could refer to you and start to mess with your mental. See, but I'm too mentally strong to be traumatized. I'm more annoyed than anything else, and I'm saddened that I can't get the cooperation of my people to start doing what we got to do to raise the fuck up. Are you following me? Because y'all just rather worry about the money. Like, y'all don't have the faith that it takes for us to do what we got to do. And I pray to God that y'all spread this word. Let this video go viral to all the brothers that's in interracial relationships and our sisters that got white men. Because they need to hear this shit too. Because it's time for us to start checking what the fuck is really going on. Now, some people are going to say, well, this is only in your life. Oh, yeah? Well, do you know my story? And what is your story? Because I'm not a criminalistic guy. My kindness has been taken for weakness. I'm 40 years young with no illegitimate children and no criminal record. I'm an American citizen. High school graduate, went to community college, didn't finish all the way because I chose not to. I went on to automotive technician. I became an automotive technician through Lincoln Institute. Been working since I was 16 on the books and off the books. You want to hear some more? I haven't had many fights in my life, no, not at all. I think out of my whole life thus far, 2 fights. And when I was very young. Now it can stand for 2 things. What? I'm pussy, I'm a herb, I'm a lame, and then what we got? With all respect, dude, say what you want. If that's what it is, then that's what you want to call it. Because for all the brothers that went to correctional facilities, what kind of correction did they get on a collective basis where they're using their skills to get us up the fuck up out of this situation that we're hearing throughout the nation wherever black people reside heavily? Huh? And I ain't throwing no shade on my brothers that served time, cause shit got hard. But I'm the youngest out of all my brothers, in which 2 got deported. So my mother go through a lot of hurt. And that put pressure on me to be like, yo, if I go out there and do something and I get locked up now, what that can possibly do to her mental state before she break down and go crazy and have to go into some kind of mental asylum or whatever. That's the kind of fucking pressure I had on my head as I was watching dudes around my hood, Crips and Bloods, Folk Nation, all that doing what they do. Watching my moms go through her hurt and pain. So because I may be going through what I'm going through because I don't got the money, I should wild out and start busting guns and start slapping niggas and start fucking bitches wild, crazy and whatever. So if I'm a lame, that's what it is. But here I am now, X amount of years, trying to spread the word to even those in the hood, where I'm seeing that we have a lot of illiteracy and motherfuckers that got comprehension skills. And meaning they can't comprehend. Just the smallest fucking things. Driving Lyft and Uber is when I started to see that the most. And that shit broke my heart. Cause these are the same dudes that open up their fucking mouth and think they gangster, and guess what? They fucking your daughters. Fellas. No education, no mind, no self-development, no spiritual development. So now we're Satan going on to Satan. Huh? Diseases going all into your daughter. Daughters out there freaking out, putting diseases onto your boys, your brothers, your men, women. It's time for this shit to get real motherfucking ugly. The niggas gotta start squaring up. When I mean squaring up, getting ourselves right. Talk the truth. Confide in one another. Change your motherfucking ways. Cause this is not just a matter of black and white, but I will point out the shit that I know I've been bearing witness to for X amount of years, where the white people have been doing a lot of motherfucking heckling. But they got a few of them out there that's doing some real heavy work because it's burden upon them. You damn right they gotta bear the brunt of what the fuck is taking place with all the disproportionalities and disparities amongst their own inheritable family. So they, as much as we have to be humble and practice humility, you damn right white people do as well. Because their own sense of superiority is a fucking disease to this world picture. Because I said before, as long as the African people in particular is going to continue to be going through what we're going through and we're not in a happy state, being that we are of the firstborn, a lot of people don't know spiritual science. All this shit is going to continue to take place. And with all respect due, why you think when a black man rises up, women from all over, they look at his glow, and it's not just because he has the glow, they just gonna wanna get with him. It's a spiritual thing, y'all. Y'all don't know what recompense is and what is associated with. what that one being can bring forth onto the land wherever he or she traverse. Scientifically, when them genes and them DNAs are no longer dormant and they wake up, you know what kind of power that can bring? Y'all never saw the movie Indiana Jones and the Ark, the Lost Ark? Y'all can't pick the bones out of that movie and turn the rocks over to hear what they really saying about who we are? I never had white women look at me the way that they have it. I'm still a skinny dude, but I never had them look at me the way that they did. In addition to when I told y'all that Hasidic Jewish girl tried to suggest to me when she was playing with her ring finger, that's how they talk. They talk in code. But I never had all of that until I woke up in spirituality and I was becoming righteous. Never mind me smoking a little cigar here, there. This is all part of the test. But I'm trying to show y'all, but it's like y'all fuckers are not listening. Listen, a lot of people gonna get straightened up, and I'm gonna stop being. I'm gonna stop being. You know what? I ain't gonna even say much on that. I'm gonna just have to just put it in action. It's gonna have to turn up. But a lot of people are too fucking proud, worrying about the wrong things. Trust me, there's a lot of proud motherfuckers out here. But y'all don't know. Y'all don't got an idea what the hell is going on. Not even to your own soul. Which is gonna affect future generations and your posterity. Think it's a game. Let me tell you something. If money validates you to be the all-powerful, well, let me ask you something. Where do money come from? Everything we eat, everything we wear, come from the land. And who was the land given on to in the beginning of time? What group of people? How many African people you know study agronomy? Huh? How many? For all the fucking cotton picking that the Ados family have been doing here, don't even have a cotton field of their own today to produce what they need to produce for their people. And if they do, how much you want to bet that they had to bend over or kneel down to do some wicked shit? Stand up and be real, y'all. Come on, man. And then be there for your family, and let's start to turn this shit over. Let's turn it over. I can't do this shit by myself. I don't got no time to be trying to appease no motherfucking body. Trust me when I tell you. When we get back to tribalism, and then y'all get the spirit of tribalism, y'all gonna start to see. Like I said before, a lot of y'all that's in these mixed relationships, be prepared, especially my woman, especially the woman. Men, there's a different ordinance between both and different dynamics, rules and regulations in order. Men, wherever your seed go, that's what it is. Woman represents the land of that fertile soil. What kind of seed you been putting in you, sister? Where's your spirit? Are you in tune with where we going in the future?
There you go. I heard the noise.
Where's the redemption? Start thinking. It's gonna get ugly.
But when you go to the casino, you do this.
And if I do choose to, like I said in the video, if I could get any woman I want, but I'm being patient on that because it's not just seeing one with a nice ass. If she got a nice family of affluency, oh, I gotta marry into the money. It ain't going down like that. It doesn't work like that with me. I'm seeing things far different. Of course I'm attracted to voluptuousness and pretty looking skin, eyes. There's pretty women of all colors and creeds. But it's not just about that. There's been a lot of heckling by my white brothers and sisters, and I guess this is all part of the test. And I gave the benefit of the doubt of that matter because I follow the book in some regards, where it says to test the spirit, see if it's of God. Also, sometimes, in life is you don't really get to know a person unless you fight them. So I took that into consideration when I heard a lot of the shit that I heard from my white brothers and sisters and the games that I feel that they play. It's all part of the test. I don't hate them. Like I said, I'm just annoyed by them until I start to become more knowledgeable of self and that which I have to do, receive my power, get some dominion, and do what I got to do. It's not about hating them. Because they can look as pretty as they want. Let's say I get exalted. Anointed and exalted by the Creator, and now they're under my rule. That's better than just having a white woman. Because I do want to build with them, but they got a lot of trouble over there too. And how can I look to just go build with them when I got to take care of home first? Look at my home. And when I say my home, and that represents me, my genetic tribe, which we don't even properly connect out here. Why? Because of the system and the way that it is. Man, look, yo. It's sad out here. We worrying about the wrong things. A lot of us have been fools and sacrificed for lesser things that don't have no fucking value. When are we gonna start doing it for more? We've been losing brothers and sisters for lesser fucking things that we still ain't grow out this bitch.
What's up, brother?
So how long? Every man and woman got their reward. And I still in my heart wish the best for them.
Hey.
I'm not gonna get on this video and talk, oh, fuck the white people do this because they do this and they do that. Stand up for your own. Stand up for yourself. And then, depending on how detrimental it is or whatnot,
some of them phone,
consort in your brother or your sister. And then put it on the table.
Right. Don't worry though.
Let's get to law and order. What's up?
You gotta get that green thing.
Because so, listen.
Charge it. Yeah. Once you get
to which we came, we shall return on to. And that goes on many levels. As the white people have come from us, they must return on to us. Now I see why when we rise up, they want to come and get us. They want to get with us. Not come and get us, they want to get with us. But a lot of things in life became perverted and inverted and misconstrued. There's no way that the recessive can dominate the dominant. It don't make sense. That's science. It's not religion. And if I do get with a white woman, you think I would get with her just to be all braggadocious and be all ecstatic just to be married into some kind of funds? Hell no. My mind is, if that was to happen, I gotta know what her family is. She's gonna know what my family is, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna change humanity, and start getting these families and tribes back together. A lot of y'all out there doing it for the wrong purposes, man. Straighten up. Because you're going to see in coming times that with all your partying and all this you doing out here, having your good time, Disney World vacations and all that. The fuck have y'all contributed to humanity and for the coming about of the genetic families? This is another reason why I'm upset at white people because they got this information. They are the record holders. But what are they doing with it? For all the compromises that your ass made, what are you reaping from it? And you probably not reaping much because your ass came flamed out. Huh? You're flamed out and you compromised your soul by doing some wicked sexual shit. So now your ass is condemned and so is it. But there ain't none. Y'all got a nice pretty life here, I guess, in this hellhole. And like I said, don't forget what I said in the beginning of this video, that I've been to places of affluency and I see the wickedness over there too. I've been in parts in Queens where they got nice parks and houses, big heavy Jewish area. I see the wicked, the sexual wickedness. I picked all that shit up. I could go wherever the fuck I want. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I know that much. I just wish I had brothers and sisters with me to change this whole shit. Some real soldiers. To bring the truth, speak it, do what we gotta do to start getting what's ours and really getting the hell on up out of here, making a proper connection with our brothers and sisters back home. They gotta know what's up too. But yeah, spread this word, send it out. Especially to all those who are in interracial relationships. Because a lot of y'all get into these interracial relationships and y'all just all of a sudden get twisted. Y'all kids start talking different, they start talking like the white people. And all that, like they tones of voice and their mannerisms change on some weird shit. Where'd that come from? Not over here, not with me. Nah, not here, brother. Nah, not at all. Got your goddamn mind. Yo, just like today. You know what? Just like that movie, Doctor Strange, where the Sorcerer Supreme told him, your intelligence only took you so far, but it'll take you no further. Hollywood world know what's up. That message really goes out to the white people too. Their intelligence would only take them so far. Why? Because their fate is already sealed. They don't have the genetic design, and which means the greater your genetics and DNA, the more heaven you can bring on earth or hell. The most melanated people on the earth got that blessing, which is of the African and Indian descent. But we don't practice this shit. We get caught up with them and compromise. That movie was letting them know right there. I love Hollywood world. She said, your intelligence will only take you so far because there's a lot of braggadocious white people who talk shit. They got their knowledge, but they also fearful and envious of their own brothers and sisters. Because they came through the loins of the indigenous people. That's exactly why I said white superiority is a disease to itself. Y'all play around with this, what I'm saying. You know what? It's a beautiful day, the wind is blowing. I'm gonna continue to do what I do until I come out with another video, because I'm already past 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is sometimes I'm very reluctant to keep talking because I don't get no commentary, I don't get no cooperation, so I'm no longer really incentivized to be talking to y'all out there. It's like, damn, y'all rather watch or try to point out shit that make me look like I'm some kind of monster or something. Like, that's how I know that spirit got y'all, man. I see how that shit move out here. Come on, man. There's some times where I felt the way around me, but that shit ain't scare me. Stop being fucking scared, man. We shouldn't be fearing nothing on anybody. We all family. If that's who and what should we be fearing? And then y'all want to talk about God loves you, and then go preach or want to talk Jesus' name on the weekend in the church. You hypocritical motherfucker. Kiss my ass. And I'm saying that because I'm pissed off, but I still love y'all. Have a good day, man. Peace.